Okay, this is a short video on the midterm. We'll just use an example as a proctored exam and putting a formula sheet in for your students. So this is obviously for a math class, but may be used for others. Okay, this is particularly for um, you, Paula, and the college algebra. So I have your class banner up here at the top. And let me just go through this. Okay, all right, so if you go to assessments, and go to quizzes, and let's look for that midterm. Let me move this over a little bit here, okay? Let's look for that midterm. Oh, it's right here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click over here and say preview. When we hit preview, you can't see it. Let me just scroll this down, okay? So start quiz. I'll do that. I'll say okay. And remember, you could do this over and over. But if you notice, the way your quiz is listed, it gives you all your problems over here. Then look, here's your formula sheet, a statement, and then question one, okay? Now, what's going to happen is every time you go and you save all your particular questions are in that one window, and the students would have to scroll up and down to use a formula, which, I mean, nothing really wrong with that, but that's how your situation is set up right now. So keep that in mind. Okay, to explain how this works, I've developed a demo class, and I'm going to go to that particular item. So here at the bottom here, you see proctored midterm. Okay, so I'm going to click on preview. All right, so again, you just saw this little procedure here, okay? All right, now here are my questions listed this way, and notice I have question one. I'll have to answer question one, then go to the next page. You see this? Okay, so in this case, I'm only seeing one question at a time, and you could adjust your settings for that. And also, I do not see the formula at the top. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, I went back in what I call the quiz tool, and I just messed up. And I'm going to do edit. Okay, when I do edit, I scroll down past the questions, and notice I have description, introduction, I have header and footer. So what we could do is we could actually load a picture of that formula sheet into the header. So let me explain. To the right side of I'll just move it over here. I have a picture of the formula, okay? And so here it is right here, okay? It's just an image, and it's that formula sheet, which again, it's in your course right now. But let me show you what I do. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take that and I want to add it to my header. So I'm going to go over here and turn this on, and I think I could just click this, insert image, and I'm going to drag the image into this window right here, and then click add. Sometimes it'll ask you to put in a title. I'll just do that, and then I'm going to say update. Now notice the image is in my header, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit save and close, okay? Then I'm going to go back into previewing that to see how that worked. So here we go, midterms, right? Preview, okay? Start quiz. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. All right. So now, if you notice, here are my questions. Here's the formula sheet. Here's question one, okay? And then I'm going to go to next page. Next page. Okay, here's a formula sheet question two. So this is the way I prefer to do it, have one or two questions and have the formula sheet. That is one way to do that. I'm going to show you another way to do it, just if you're interested. Okay, this is a pre-calculus class, and I've got the midterm here. I'm just going to show you. All right, so on the introduction that the students will see, I say introduction formula sheet. You could click at the left to put in a new window. So when I click that, I have this page that has its own window, and students can go back and forth using the tab at the top. Okay, just thought maybe you'd want to know that. But also, when I start this quiz, the students also have a formula sheet there at the top in the heading position, okay? And then like here's a question. So I just want you to know you could do both. Okay, I do want to point something out to you in your midterm. You could go up here to Properties. You could click Restrictions. And let me see if we have some settings here. I don't see any there. Assessment, I don't see them there. Properties. There is a setting on the number of questions. It may be on your version, okay? But properties or restrictions, it may be in there, number of questions per page. So there's a setting available there. Okay, I know I wasn't losing it. Here you go, questions per page, and it's under properties, okay? So I hope that helps you. Okay, that was short video help on your midterm and how to put a formula sheet in there. Now, go in yours and find that out, and you'll see that formula sheet is in there. Now, for my pre-calculus class, when I do their final exam, there are some more things I want them to have, so I do adjust it accordingly. And you're probably going to be okay by putting that the same formula sheet in there for the final, okay? All right, so be aware. Normally, the first time you teach an eCore class, you just go with the flow. You do what's already done there. But, the second time you can make some changes. Obviously, if you're an experienced teacher and you want to change out a formula sheet, okay, I am certainly saying, you're free to do that if that's going to help the students learn the material. Okay, obviously you don't want to have too little and you don't want to have too much. So you got to use some common sense on that. So I hope this little video helps you out, and be sure to keep emailing me with your questions. Thank you.